So today, we're gonna be looking into, does it actually get harder to learn as you get older? And if so, why? And is there anything I can do about it? So scientists have been trying to figure this out for a while, and there's no clear answer because, you know, the brain's tricky. But the consensus is it actually gets harder to learn once you hit puberty. So, not to get too far into the science of it all, because it's for nerds. The point is, when you're a child, you learn stuff a lot more easily because your brain adapts a lot more easily. And when you get older, your brain kind of... it's no good. But luckily, there are things you can do to prevent your brain from getting bad. It's suggested to keep your brain active by constantly learning new things, specifically by doing creative things like writing, painting, or learning music. Which brings us full circle back to learning the guitar. So not only can you learn when you're older, it's good for you to learn when you're older. That said, if you're like 10 and you're thinking, man, I should wait till I'm 60, maybe don't. Because there are disadvantages to learning when you're an adult. You have less time. You know, life hits you hard. A huge part of learning guitar is just consistent practice. And when you actually have a life, it can be hard to find time to do it. But you know, as long as you're disciplined enough to actually practice, you're fine. Also, like we said before, your brain is slower. It does form connections a little bit slower, which means your progress is ultimately gonna be slower. So if you and your son or whatever are trying to learn guitar simultaneously and you see him learning faster than you, it's not your fault. Also, as you get older, you become more prone to injury. Even though I wouldn't call playing the guitar exercise, it is still physical, and it's more important that you actually stretch beforehand, which isn't a bad thing that you're actually stretching. Kids can like fall off a roof and be fine, and old people can like bump into a table and die. So you just have to be more careful the older you are. That said, there are actually a lot of advantages to learning when you're older. As an adult, you can set more realistic goals for yourself. You know, as a kid, you're like, I'm gonna be an astronaut. And as an adult, we all know, no, we're not. Point being, you know how you learn. You can be realistic with how long it takes to learn things, and it can keep you on track better than as a kid. You also know what you want to learn, and that's half the battle. Also, this isn't applicable to everyone, and by everyone, I mean not me, but as an adult, you typically have more money than you do as a kid, meaning you have access to more resources. You can buy a nicer guitar that's easier to learn on. You don't have to take your grandpa's old one that you found in the attic or whatever. Basically, money gives you more freedom and more potential to learn. All in all, learning the guitar doesn't get harder or easier as you get older. It really comes down to you. Some older people can still learn better than younger people. So if you're doomed, it's really because of your genetics. No, I'm kidding. You can learn the guitar. Anyone can learn the guitar. Believe in yourself. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I don't have a question today. Just leave a comment and bye.